Afternoon, everyone. How's it going? Hopefully you guys don't notice a change in anything, but I've swapped back to original OBS Studio. For like the past year or so, I've been using Streamlabs OBS, and I've been kind of meaning. I was mainly testing it out, seeing if it had any, features that I found better. And at the time, it had a few, but it seems like regular OBS has kind of caught up and maybe gotten a little bit better. Plus, like I say, I just wanted to try it out. But now I've kind of moved back to OBS Studio, and I did it kind of quick, so I haven't really had a chance to test anything, as per usual, as is the way I do stuff. So hopefully with that, everything works. Do I like jazz? Sometimes. Depends. I'm kind of picky with jazz, but sometimes. So yeah, hopefully everything is working. Like I say, I swapped back and I haven't had time to test anything, so hopefully everything works. And now, OBS Studio actually supports the whole feature where the music track, you can make it so music doesn't appear in the VOD. I hope I didn't have to disable something for that. But also we were running into OBS performance issues. A bit last time we played this. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense, because the game ran just fine, but OBS was struggling, and...
The drinks are marked up, of course. That's how they get you. You gotta buy a girl a drink to loosen her up.
Alright. Well, welcome back to Fallout. Okay, I'm in my power armor. What were we doing? I know it's been like... What was it last... Oh yeah, I haven't played this game in a week, actually. Oh yeah, we were looking for the Ron. We don't really need to do that one yet. Yeah, we're right next to Diamond City, so I guess that's where we'll go. Because I think we're done here. So we'll see if OBS Studio freaks out at all. Because it was in this area, it was doing it too. It was doing it back at our base. Like, the game would run 100% fine, but OBS was chugging. I've never had that happen before. Oop, what am I stuck on? I mean, yeah, you can see the frame rate's a little bit lower, but OBS seems to be handling just fine. Okay. Do we want to catch some Z's before we go? Do we want to go in daylight?
Hey, go inside if you need to relax. You can borrow my man, but you can't have him. That's all.
We'll go in and wait for daylight. Also, I didn't check game volumes, but... Yeah, let me know if, like, the game's too loud or something.
Next is some cold porter.
We'll just chill for 6 hours. Seems like it might be a little bit loud in OBS. Let me knock it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we entirely missed that big fight that was over here. Are they still here? Looks like they had the big fight without me. Somebody's here.
There we go.
Nice. You alright, dog meat? Guess not. I mean, frame rates are bad in this region of town anyway. I get sub 60 around here. What are you after, dog meat? You after some chalk?
Who's there? Someone there.
Oh, they're up there.
Oh, what's that?
Or they're over here.
I can hear you.
I always forget. I still haven't fixed this. The reverb volume doesn't stay low.
Hello? Someone there? Oh, ears play tricks on me again. Out there! Somewhere! You hit like a rat roll. Kill me!
Puncturing sledgehammer. Wait, how do you get in there? Oh, right here. Use the door. Got him. What's on the menu today? It's like Meaty Joe's. Extra sloppy Joe's. We'll get to Diamond City eventually. I don't know if I have an unarmored jumpsuit. Just here for the junk. That's all I'm really here for. Just here for the junk.
A noise?
Alright guys, don't
Hello? Someone there?
cluster up on me here.
I can hear you. What was that? I'm gonna feast on your flesh, you...
Where'd he even come from? Guys. Seriously, where did he come from? What? How did he come from down here? That wasn't a good sound. That's not a good sound.
Huh? What's that?
That's a bad sound. Get over this stupid...
I'm hearing stuff. That sound! What is it?
There he is.
Here's playing tricks on me again.
Walk over here.
Someone there?
You ready to die, asshole?
Come on, language.
Come on, you're wasting my time.
Dog meat made a new friend. I killed your friend, dog meat.
What? Who's there?
Shit. Did we get him?
If you're so smart, why am I kicking your ass?
You guys got him, right?
You're gonna have to do a lot better than that to bring me down.
Good stuff in here. That's a power move to use that toilet right there. Where's that? Oh, more delicious scrap. Tasty and nutritious. Okay. More out there. Okay. Basketball. We can take that back to Sanctuary. Mama Murphy can get her dunk on. Getting low on power cores. How you doing? Can I have this? Thank you.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh! You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
This place, Diamond City. What is it?
Oh, the Green Jewel? She's a sight. Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth is from here, settled here, got kicked out of here. A big wall, some power, working plumbing, schools, and some security goons are what make Diamond City the big monster it is.
She's so animated.
Oh, love it or hate it. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Let's go.
I think that was always the thing that captured me about Fallout 4 was when the characters became so animated. Then you meet Piper and she's just like extra
Don't let
animated.
you back inside. I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Is that a
scrapped for
statement, Mr.
parts.
McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
What newspaper are you talking about?
Mine. Public occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not?
Well, I mean, as long as you're not Fox News.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
What are you two arguing about anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy. But if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
What is this place anyway?
Why, this is the safest place in all the Commonwealth, with the strongest community and highest standards of living available. We have stores, doctors, schools, power, running water, and the Wall as our sacred protector. You'll learn more about the Wall soon, I'm sure. But I was talking about you! Come on now, what brought you all the way out here?
Just looking for something.
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
Well, he's really digging in, isn't he?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down. Usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons
I've had
comes
enough
up?
of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
That's not why I'm here, though. I'm here to speak to the Run. Hi, Heather.
Officer?
Head on inside.
Danny.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I wasn't lying. I got a whole supply train coming in tomorrow.
Oh, of course you do. Now tell me the one about you and the fish that got away.
Well, there was
Anyway,
this.
welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Hey, Sullivan.
I'm just the gate guard. If you need anything, you need to talk to the mayor.
All right. Well, Diamond City. Usually I don't get here for a long time, but I'm actually, like, the entire reason I'm here is I'm following up with,
I've heard red scorpion poison can heal some infections, but I can't get it to work for me. It just makes me more sick. I couldn't sell that.
but I'm following up on some settlements, too.
Hey, kiddo.
Holy shit, my
How's
frame
the
rate's
sale?
bad here.
Well, the presses are getting overloaded.
Noodles.
That motor is
We
going
should
to
go to
go
Power
soon
Noodles.
if we don't replace
I haven't had a decent bowl of noodles in
You've been saying that
forever.
for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper?
Yeah, frame rate is bad here. There you
Hey,
go.
Piper, to newcomers, if the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, lady? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
Who's gone missing?
Drifters, residents, stadium seat snobs. Seems every year or so, someone's gone, and we all know why. So you better be careful, newcomer. The Institute is out there, and they'll grab you too. Like I said, it's all in the paper.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, lady.
Yeah.
The latest news from the Commonwealth.
Which weight am I carrying? I'm wondering if I could take my power armor off right now. And I
Hey.
No offense, dog meat, but I get some dog shit frames around here. Okay. Remind me my power armor's here. Fusion core. No one else can have it.
Balance out the chemistry you work too hard.
Oh, hey.
Pastor?
Good to see someone new in the chapel. Diamond City treating you all right?
This your chapel here, Pastor?
Well, that depends. I suppose I should say this chapel really belongs to God. But since I never get around to deciding which God in particular, I guess you could say it belongs to all of them. Now, if you ever need a quiet place to sit down and ponder the Almighty in whatever form strikes your fancy, we're always open.
You don't practice any particular religion here?
As long as you believe in something, you're welcome. Diamond City is full of people trying to build a better life. I just don't want them to forget what makes them human while they're at it. So the chapel is open, 24 hours a day, to whatever form of worship you like, long as it's peaceful.
Thanks, Pastor.
Feel free to make yourself at home.
Alright, we'll go get some noodles.
Anyone is one of those things. It's that secretary of his, her and her perfect hair.
Mm-hmm. The mayor's secretary. Come on, Ma. I cut her hair myself, and I know human hair.
That's just it, Johnny. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you nicked McDonough with your razor, he'd bleed. Don't mean nothing.
Well, hello there. Another one of the poor and stupid of Diamond City come begging for table scraps?
Wow. There are no words.
I don't care for your tone. Why don't you run along before I make a complaint with security?
And Miss basking in your delightful personality?
Do what you like, but I'm done talking to you.
Damn.
Hi.
Around here, we call your haircut the Scav Special. Little flecks of blood, give it the personal touch. You should think about getting a trim.
What are my options?
You name it. Shaves, long cuts, short cuts, braids, layering. Be easier just to show you. Got an empty chair right here.
I'll think about it.
Sure, whenever.
But you.
Hey there.
You there. Talk some sense into my nitwit son. McDonough's secretary, is she a synth?
Oh, she's a synth, definitely.
Finally, somebody with some sense.
You seriously gonna take the opinion of some random stranger over your own son?
If someone off the street can tell Geneva is one of those machine people, then so should you.
You just said no one could tell the difference, Ma. Now will you leave my customers alone?
Oh, it's okay. I'm not a customer. Don't worry. Excuse me.
For your hair, I'm thinking highlights. Or we could try a short shave on the sides. Or maybe some braids.
Mentats, buff out, stim packs, check. Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for
Excuse
sale.
me.
Newcomer, huh? Talk to Abbott at the wall if you want a history lesson.
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed.
Excuse me.
You read the paper? Damn synths. Hiding among us.
Among Us.
Excuse
That's
me.
different.
Don't bother, pal. I ain't seen nothing, I ain't heard nothing. Do yourself a favor and just say yes. It's all he understands.
Yes?
We'll buy some nudes. Where's Heather gone? Oh.
Hi.
Hey,
What's on your mind?
I hope we find some alien artifacts. Or maybe we'll get lucky and find a crashed alien spaceship.
That's oddly specific.
Are you talking about aliens, UFOs, and little green men?
They're real. An alien spaceship crashed in the Capital Wasteland. It could happen here.
Oh yeah, was Fallout 3 before this one? In the timeline?
That was it.
Roger that.
You
got
okay?
Small arms, strong arms, ammunition.
Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more. Cola. Need a Nuka-Cola.
Oh, man, I feel ya.
So thirsty. Nuka-Cola.
You want a soda? Is that it?
Dugout Inn usually has some, but I can't go there. Can't be around booze. Doctor says I can't drink that.
Here you go.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Swatter, who needs a swatter?
Hi.
You there. You need a genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatter.
What's a swatter?
Rookie, eh? A swatter, my friend, is a Diamond City tradition. See, it used to be that this whole place was a stadium. And two teams would meet and play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats, and the best bats were called swatters. True fact.
Oh, really? What kind of teams were there?
There was the Diamond City Demolishers, big brutes of guys, played in full power armor with special pneumatic arms, for swinging. Then you had the Lexington Ladies, an all-female team with Coach Bloody Mary Sue at the helm. Highest kill count in the league. I could spend all day talking about the Concord Crushers or the Quincy Killmeisters, but you get the idea. It was a hell of a sport.
Look, dumbass, that's not how baseball was played.
Right, little Miss Smarty Pants? Well, if you're such an expert, how do you think it was played?
The teams would also beat the spectators to death. That's how the term spectator sport got started.
I like my version better. Now, can I interest you in these genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatters?
Got any work?
Well, if you want to help the sport, I got a lead on a stash of pre-war collector's items. Coach, quitting his for punks Westing, had an estate not too far from here. Legend says when he retired, the league presented him with a baseball, catcher's mitt, and playing card signed by all the other coaches. See where I'm going with this? I'll pay 100 caps each for those relics. What do you say?
100 caps seems light. I need more.
You think you can play me for a sucker? 100 caps apiece and that's it. Take it or leave it.
I mean, honestly, I think they're worth 1,000, but you know.
A card, a mitt, and a ball. Got it.
I thank you. And baseball thanks you.
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need.
Hey there.
Hey, it's the new girl. Am I right?
The new girl?
Word kinda travels fast in Diamond City. What can I say? Name's Arturo Rodriguez. If you need protection, let's talk.
So you know weapons, huh?
Listen, I can sell you guns, swords, whatever. And they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is in the mods. The little personal touches. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you need.
Let's see what you've got.
Everything hand-tooled.
How many caps you got? Just take those.
Hey there.
You? I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
Keep calm. I'm standing still.
That's exactly what a synth would say. But I don't know. Are you really, human?
Synth? What's a synth?
A synth, as in synthetic person. Those things the Institute makes. Look real with hair and sweat and blood and everything. So, are you human or not?
Why would you think I'm a synth?
Why wouldn't I? A synth looks just like a person, with hair and sweat and blood and
She looks
everything.
kind of like E.T.
So, are you human or not?
It's like no chin at all neck.
No, I'm Jangles, the moon monkey.
That's just what a synth would do, ducking the question. We don't serve your kind here.
Hey, Myrna.
I said we don't serve your kind here, you synth. Trying to tell me you're human now?
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough. But I'll be watching you. I have eyes like a... Well, they're good eyes. Got it? All right.
Special
we
eyes.
We can do business, but no funny stuff.
What kind of business are you running here, anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I trust to do it. At least I know he's a machine.
Not today.
Probably a synth anyway.
Goddamn. Hi.
Self-prescribed chems, as recommended by me, myself, and I. You look like you need a prescription filled. Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
Did you say something about drugs?
That's right. All the chems you need to fill out your lifestyle. Balance you out. Everyone here buys from me. Sometimes security needs a little psycho, or an engineer needs some mentats. And heck, Rad X is plain universal.
Looking for a job, if you got one.
Yeah, I got something. Looking for a mutated fern, if you find any. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh. Natural radiation sucker. Be great for cooking Rad X or Radaway.
That's what, what's her name needs.
Sweeten the deal
Heather.
with some money, and I might be interested.
You strong-arming me? That ain't cool. 100 caps, that's all you get.
Fine.
Mutated fern. Sounds good.
Cool.
At least now we know where to get it, because Heather wants
Hey,
some.
Solomon.
You look like you need a prescription filled. Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
Just realized I got a bunch of
Let's
stuff.
take a look.
Every chem for every need.
I got some drugs to sell. Keep the jet bomber. Hey, Mr. Skids. Okay, that'll do. Got some extra caps.
Hey, are you all right?
Sorry, I can't talk right now.
Bye. What was that about?
Doctor.
New patient.
A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about a facial reconstructive services?
Facial reconstruction? What's that?
It's Doc Crocker's specialty. If you're interested, talk to him about it. Just head through the door with our logo on it. Now, if you have an actual medical problem, speak up.
So what kind of treatments are common?
Bandaging wounds and cleaning radiation exposure are the most common things you outsiders
Christ.
usually ask for. That and kicking a chem out.
Gonna pass.
Fine.
Weather just really kicked off, didn't it?
All Diamond City right here.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
What's this?
Hello. Have you been here before?
No, I haven't.
No, first time.
Thought so. Some ground rules. This isn't a charity. Clothes are for sale if you have the money. Otherwise, the door's right there.
You have some kind of problem with shoplifters?
Nothing me and my 10 gauge haven't been able to handle. Now that we understand each other, welcome to Fallon's. Happy to show you everything in stock.
Fallon's Basement. Interesting name.
Yeah, it's ancient. There was a Fallon's here back even before the war. Granddad always said we had a tradition of quality and affordability. Guess affordability got too expensive for some folks. Damn thieves. And it ain't like Diamond City security helps.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Diamond City security help you?
Phew. My husband got taken, all right? By the Institute. Security wouldn't look into it. I raised a stink, and now I'm blacklisted.
Your husband was taken by the Institute.
Well, he ain't here anymore, that's for sure. Not like the Institute leaves a trail besides those damn synths.
What do you know about synths?
Just what I read in the papers. That the Institute builds them, and some even look human. So much you can't tell the real difference. Lucky me, huh? The Institute takes my Charlie and doesn't even bother replacing him.
Let me think it over.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, dog meat. Just roll all over everything.
Don't move! What have you done for real, Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all! Miles, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me? Just you folks in your damn paranoia.
Hey.
My own brother.
What happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen? I need him.
God, that sound is loud. Knock it down just a little bit. Jeez.
Killing raiders is very therapeutic.
You don't mind if
they
I,
get what they deserve, and I get to be happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What? He did.
What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
Officer.
I need you to step away, Scout.
I understand, officer. I just want to know what happened.
You got bricks for ears? I said get the hell out of here now.
Move along.
I can't.
The hell are bricks for ears? Who says that?
Time for a pop quiz, everyone.
Mr. Zwicky, we had a pop quiz yesterday.
And we've learned a lot since then, so we're going to reinforce that knowledge with a little quiz.
But I'm tired.
I'm detecting a high degree of fatigue in all our little scholars. Perhaps the quiz can wait?
All right, you guys win. We'll do the quiz later.
Yes!
What are you like in? you like in a Little Miss Beauty pageant? What the fuck?
Ah, a new scholar come to join us. Let's test your math skills. What is 12 times 15?
I always forget this. Uh...
150?
No. It is 180.
I thought so.
I see your parents are not practicing your multiplication tables with you. Family. It is important, yes? This thing called love. I hear the children talk about. I think they need that to learn.
Can't you get Edna? No, you can get Curie, though. She's basically a similar... She's also a robot with an accent.
I think they just need to know the world isn't going to collapse around them at any minute.
Yes. I suppose you can't raise a child if the sky is falling. I have one more question before you leave. It's not another quiz. I don't get to talk to many adults. This love I hear about, do you think you can have it for someone, even if the two of you are very, very different?
As long as it's consenting.
If you love someone, hold on to them. Tomorrow you might not have the chance.
Thank you. You have helped me make up my mind about something.
Mr. Everett, I want to talk to you about your essay on the history of Diamond City.
I'm really sorry I was late. It's just my cat was sick, and then Everett stole my pencil, and...
I wanted to say you did a good job. Very clear. Well researched.
Oh. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now, please focus on managing your time. You do great work when you actually finish it.
Hey there.
Another traveler. Sorry, you're in the wrong place. This is a school, not a store.
A school, huh?
Yes, every child in Diamond City gets a free education here. We even teach night classes if they have busy day schedules. I'm afraid you're a little old to be enrolling here. Doubt you'd fit in the seats. But it's a public building, so feel free to look around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my lesson plans.
Do you need any help with your assignment?
No, I think I got it.
All right, but don't strain yourself. You should
You know
always
that
feel free
radiation
to ask
is why
questions.
ramen have two heads?
Hey, sweetie.
It's true.
Mr. Zwicky calls all of us by our last names. I don't know why. I like my first name better.
Yes, of course.
Hi there.
Glad you're
Your
here.
parents make you come here too?
You are?
Yeah,
What
totally
I
did.
meant was, it'd be impossible to handle all the kids by myself. You're really an invaluable part of the school.
Oh, right. Thank you.
I'm quite busy with the students, but
Night fast up here.
Mr. Zwicky is the teacher here. Isn't he wonderful? I mean, knowledgeable?
Ain't you a little old to be in school?
What are you doing here, huh? Couldn't get an education to do anything else?
I need to talk to you about this writing assignment, Mr. Wallace.
It's great, isn't it?
Excellent.
Robot companions permanently inflict plus 5% damage.
Thinking next time, Superman and Joe grows a second head, and they start arguing with each other.
You were supposed to write a report identifying the different animals of the Commonwealth. There's not one mention of Brahmin, rat stags, or even mirelurks in here.
Oh, a Mirelurk. That would be a great villain for the next chapter.
Sometimes you gotta wonder, does anyone fight back? Instant has to have enemies, right?
What? You mean the railroad? That's a fairy tale, man. They don't exist.
Nah, I heard from my cousin. He knows a guy that works for them. They got a code phrase and everything. Follow the Freedom Trail.
The hell is that supposed to mean? You're full of it, and that kind of talk is gonna get you snatched up by the synths.
We'll go there later.
Right on time. I've told you 1,000 times before. No one wants to listen to that crap. Turn it off. Every fucking day. You still have no clue what I'm saying. Fine. Forget it. They don't pay me enough for this shit.
Chinese, huh?
Sure. Okay.
Shangdi, meeting Kilai Zhang Yigi, Wan Zheng de Bai Chi, Xinmei de Mishi, 第一部分不明白吗？是的，太得宽不笨蛋。
Yeah, I don't know this character either. I think this is another modded.
Hey there.
It's another mod, most likely. Because, yeah, I've never seen him either. Let's say Brave in the Fallout universe to be a Chinese guy around here. Wait, Chinese radio signal.
Confucius says, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The problem with American exceptionalism is the idea that your nation is perfect. And when you think yourself perfect, not only do you fail to improve, but you refuse to admit your mistakes. As of now, there is no greater mistake than American imperialism. The leaders encroach on our land, and the only way to stop them is from the inside. America has fallen from grace. It is time for you to stand up. Stand up to your leaders. Stand up for the oppressed. Stand up for yourself.
I mean, she ain't wrong.
Hey.
我继续要继续谈判，直到你离开。
Nice fit, boy.
Thanks.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Now you better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
What's with the attitude?
Typical wastelander. Not showing respect where it's due.
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
Because she's a woman, Malcolm.
I was gonna say.
You got lucky this time, wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Yeah, okay.
Hi. Hey.
So I gotta go in here. Excuse me.
Got a reason for bothering me? Get lost.
This is for some settlements too. So this one's definitely modded.
Hey, all right. Another
another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your hip self down. Okay. How about some pie?
Hey.
Oh yeah! I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a chick with her head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type who really understands the way of things.
Who the heck are you?
Whoa, slow your roll. Are you telling me you don't know who I am? You have the distinct pleasure of talking to the coolest cat in the Commonwealth. Everyone calls me the Ron. And you can too.
Alright, who's your daddy and what does he do?
What do you do around here?
Me? I'm an information broker. I know who, what, and where. Whether you've got information or you need it, I'm the one you want to come see. I'm the Ron, baby.
You have information I need.
Well, of course I do. Wait. Say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you were sent here by Jake.
What do you know about him?
I'm sorry. I don't share information on clients or friends.
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, baby! And 9 times out of 10, the Ron is usually right. Gotta say, I'm surprised to see Jake partner up with someone. Always struck me as the lone wolf kind of guy, you know? But any friend of Jake's is a friend of the Ron's. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The reason I asked Jake back here was so I could share some information. But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead. For a price. After all, I'm running a business here.
What info are you talking about?
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all. But he's off the gas for a second. Have you stopped to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, it's the people that make a town. And surely you want the best and brightest, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a Vigor tester? It's a kind of science machine, cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it to scan someone, and it can tell if they're as strong as a Deathclaw, or as weak as a kitten. Smart as an AI, or as dumb as a mutant. Pretty rad! A useful device, especially for some cool cat wanting to find the cream of the crop. Just so happens, the Ron knows where to find one of these Vigor testers. And I'm willing to tell you where it is.
It's like his chin is trying to escape his face.
There is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
You're a businessman, right? You can do better.
Sorry, but the price stands at 300 caps.
Fine.
Sure. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. First things first, take this folder. That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester. Now, according to the Ron's records, last known location of the tester was Vault 81. But dig this! That vault's still active. Still has residents inside. So, common curiosity says, you knock first. If you can get inside, ask someone in charge about the tester. If it's still there, chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers, I got a few leads you might be interested in. Here, this info's on the house.
Okay.
Vault 81.
What? You never heard of the vaults? What hole did you crawl out of?
A vault.
They're big underground bunkers, built to keep people safe after the bombs fell. And Vault 81 is one of them. But unlike most vaults, 81's still active. And according to the Ron's records, that vault's the last known location of the Vigor tester device.
Who are these people?
When people want to know things, they come and see the Ron. And sometimes, people want to know of a good place to settle down. That note has a few names of such people. Those wanting to find somewhere suitable to start a new life. If you're in need of skilled people, you should follow up on those names.
Hey, Dark Omen.
How do you know the machine is still inside Vault 81?
Well, I don't. But if it turns out it's not there, then the Ron will do his best to track it down for you. For a small fee.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive. Oh yeah! Since it appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor Tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
That's it?
That's it. Feel free to come back and see the Ron anytime you need information. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the Ron's Information Emporium. How can the Ron help you today?
You own this place?
You better believe it, baby. I built the Ron's Information Emporium from the ground up. Where others saw a stinking Brahmin pen, I saw prime real estate. Where others saw useless scraps of paper, I saw lucrative knowledge. And where others saw some dweeb they could push around, I saw a future business tycoon conquering a fledgling market. I saw the Ron! Oh yeah!
Looking for a job, if you've got one.
I'm always on the lookout for skilled scavvers who can take care of themselves, and I'd say you more than fit the bill. Information is my business, and sometimes valuable information is in some place dangerous. Danger, however, is not my business. So that's where you'd come in. If you don't mind taking a little risk to grab some info, then I have work for you. Interested?
Maybe.
That all depends. How much are you paying?
300 caps. I usually only pay around 200, but I'd say you're worth the higher rate.
If you expect me to work for you, I'm gonna need more information than that.
Whoa now! Which one of us is meant to be the information broker here? But I can appreciate someone wanting the bigger picture. So here's how it is. Your average scaver only sees value in the obvious stuff. An old radio, a stim pack, a couple boxes of Abraxo. But what about an old mainframe? A box of pre-war office documents? Bowling alley receipts? They all hold useful information. You just gotta find who it's useful for. Your job will be to find and recover these scraps of knowledge.
Sure.
Sure. I'm interested.
Oh yeah! That's what the Ron likes to hear. I need you to grab a holotape. Here, I'll mark the location on your Pip-Boy. Find the info and bring it back. You dig?
Nice. Did I see your tweet? Yes.
Hey!
I'm not entirely sure about it, because you're talking about... Because, yeah, Steam is doing the whole, like, you can do local multiplayer over the internet with a lot of games now. And you said American Truck Sim, but American Truck Sim's not multiplayer. That's a mod, so I'm curious, like, how that works.
Hello to you!
Got a lot of stuff down here, doesn't he? Okay, so where does... marked Vault 81, but I don't see it. Not showing up on my quest pip at all. Only gunners left.
I write some fiction too. Maybe someday I'll show you my novel.
Hey there.
Part of what draws me to print is that it lasts forever. The byline isn't just a name. It's proof you exist.
Ma'am?
You're bothering.
You know, dude, you went by your game list and sorted it by games has that available, and ATS was on top of the list. That's weird. I wonder if that's just like a thing that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how that works, because yeah, the multiplayer's a mod, so yeah, I'm not sure.
Working hard?
Don't touch the paint.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good. The wall keeps out the bad guys, so I appreciate you not messing her up none. Reckon you need a little education. Maybe a bit of community service. What do you say?
Happy to help out.
You see this paint I'm using? Only one place left in the whole Commonwealth you can get it. Hardware Town. Ruin store close by to the west. Bring back a can of paint, and it'll be 100 caps in your pocket. How does that sound?
Only if you throw in some more money.
Fine. Pay you 125 caps.
What can you tell me about Hardware Town?
Raiders moved in a ways back. Security says they can't handle it. That's why I'm running low. So, you still up for it?
Paint retrieval. I'm on it.
Much obliged.
There we go. Dark.
Professor, I have a new theory about how the Institute makes the synths.
Oh no. We've been talking about this, remember? After last time, the shouting, me sleeping on the cold floor of the lab for 3 nights.
That was your choice.
And seriously, growing synths from the ground using recombinant plant nuclei? I mean, how could they even?
Aha! You do want to talk about it.
Oh look, we have a visitor. Dr. Duff, dear. If you could bother them while I walk away from this conversation.
Hi there. Are you here for today's free biology lesson?
Sure.
Biology lesson?
That's right. Usually the kids from the schoolhouse are the first to drop by, but I don't see why I can't start the lesson with you.
She looks quite strung out.
Radiation like it's a single thing, but it's actually a term referring to dozens of different ionizing rays. You have X-rays, beta rays, gamma rays, but which one are we most worried about? The one most associated with the big old bombs 200 years ago.
Gamma rays?
That's right. Now, gamma rays are bad. Really bad. If your body absorbs too much of that kind of radiation, you'll suffer from fatigue, anemia, even death. But some life forms have been living with gamma radiation exposure for 2 centuries now, and they've adapted. Neat, huh?
What kind of things have adapted to radiation?
Oh, that's the perfect segue into the field trip portion of the lesson. Are you ready?
Field trip?
That's right. You go out, do some science of your own, and come back. I usually have a prize for the best junior scientist, which I guess is just automatically going to you. What do you say?
Send kids out to... Okay.
Sign me up.
You're gonna go out and find a bloatfly gland. You see, the oversized bloatfly of today evolved from an earlier species of a smaller fly. Radioactive adaptation has resulted in a unique gland that enables it to balance and maintain speed despite its size. So what do you say? Ready to go out and dissect one?
Are you suggesting evolution?
I do a job, I get paid.
This isn't about money. This is about science. You gotta do it for the love of exploration.
Fine.
Get the bloatfly gland. Got it.
Remember, bring the gland back in one piece. Oh, and don't chew on it. One of the students got horribly sick because of that mistake.
I might have one, actually.
Dr. Duff.
Dissecting a bloatfly can be fun. Just avoid getting stung to death, and you'll be a junior scientist in no time.
Guess I gotta go specifically to go get it. Any goodies around here? Excuse me. Hey, how you doing?
Professor.
Dr. Duff handles all the visitors. Bother her.
Yeah, she looked kind of strung out.
I hear there's a bar in the old theater district that's for raiders only. Combat zone. Stay clear if I was you.
Thanks for the info.
Can't believe you eat that. Only one thing worth buying in a dugout inn, and that's the booze. I just gotta eat. What can I say? Real Diamond City boy eats at the noodle stand. You keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp. Just stop, okay? We got our own problems. That thing's not a stray, is it?
Come on.
Look, I'm telling you, it ain't just a story. University Point, that settlement on the coast, wiped out by SIDS.
Heather's just over there sitting in the corner watching. Come on.
Excuse me.
Love and peace. The two best words in the dictionary. I love Diamond City Radio. Some people think Travis is a bit awkward, but that's just part of the charm.
Hey.
You ever run the bases? It's my favorite thing in the world. Just another great day in the best city in the world.
Are you high? He's on the drugs, isn't he? It's on the goofballs.
Vadim, I need to talk.
Just a minute, Yefim. I am in middle of story. So then, I am crossing river, right? Wearing nothing but a smile. When out comes the most dangerous of all sea monsters.
You're supposed to be up at the...
Meyerlurk!
A Meyerlurk? Come on. That's like 2 out of 10 points of danger tops. Now, if you want to talk something really deadly.
Vadim! I forgot you were there, Yefim. What is it?
You know what? Never mind. I'll handle it myself.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
See this bar? I killed a man for it. No, I kid. He is dead, though. Now, let me know when you're ready to order.
Okay, where's that fucking accent from? There's no boats working. It's been 200 years. Where's that accent from?
So, this your bar?
Damn straight it is. My brother Yefim and I make the best moonshine in the entire Commonwealth. We call it Bobrov's Best. Had to start renting out rooms just so customers had a place to safely pass out after drinking it.
Fallout 3, there was the Irish bartender. Yeah, it's a bit weird, because there's also Kate as well, who also is heavily Irish. And the only way, like, accents and like that could survive 200 years is if you're in that environment the whole time. So the only thing I can figure is there's a colony of Russian folks around that he comes from. That's the only way that accent could hold. Same with Kate. There's got to be an Irish colony out there somewhere. Or an Irish descent colony. It's the only way an accent could hold like that.
Do I need to talk louder?
Not today.
Ah, come on.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
What's up?
Do I know you?
No. But I've heard of you. I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
There's a lot going on here. Moriarty said he was from Ireland. Yeah, but how did he get over? There's no boats running.
Hey, is it true? You're recruiting workers for a new settlement? I might be interested, provided you're actually a carpenter and not, you know, an Institute spy.
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
So does that mean you are a spy? But then why would you admit it? I'm so confused. Anyways, I want to work on a settlement. Carpenters build settlements. If you know of one, maybe you could point me in the right direction?
Not today.
Oh, a customer. Need a room?
What's the story with this place?
Not much to say. We sell food, drink, and rooms. Mainly for traders that come to the area. My brother Vadim runs the bar. Scarlett's our waitress, and she helps me keep the rooms clean. As much as they can be.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, sure.
There's a handful of boats, like the one that takes you the DLC in Fallout 3, the ferryman. Would there be ocean-worthy ones, though? I guess is the question. There is the submarine here in Fallout 4. But, I mean, that thing hasn't moved in, like, forever. So, yeah, I don't know.
Miss?
Hi there. You can order drinks and food here or at the bar.
Who owns this bar, anyway?
The Bobrov brothers picked this place up a few years ago. Vadim Bobrov is the loud one, Yefim Bobrov is the quiet one, and I'm the one that has to listen to them argue with each other all day.
Let me think it over.
Take your time.
You didn't see nothing, Heather. Look, you have to be ruthless in my scrapping empire.
Look, Scava, I ain't buying anything.
Yet.
Good to see returning customers. Most die.
What's your story?
You let me know if
Mercenary,
you need a
caravan guard,
You first. What's your name?
Hawthorne. And you are definitely from out of town. I know every settlement from both sides of the Charles River, and I've never seen you. Anyway, I'm just kicking back and sharing stories while I'm between things.
I've never left here in
been
200
all over.
years.
Seen vaults, pre-war ruins, and plenty of monsters.
You've been to a vault?
Yeah. Ever heard of Vault 81? They're standoffish, but every once in a while, they'll let new people in.
Let's hear your best monster story.
I'm from Diamond City. You want to talk something really scary? It's the Institute and their sense. Don't go to University Point. Trust me. You don't want to know what they're capable of.
So you explore old ruins?
Last place I was going to check out was Salem. Real old town far to the north. Never made it, though. Got a bad feeling about that area.
See you around, Hawthorne.
Later.
Well, that was nothing special. Hello?
So, I just quit my job. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of shitty. Still, I'd feel better about the decision if I didn't need the money to, you know, eat.
Not today.
We'll get them, but we need more settlements. I'm not going to send everyone back to, what's it? God damn it, dog meat. Heather! Oh, for fuck's sake, dog meat. You were the worst goddamn companion ever. I want a mod that just allows me to kill you. God damn.
There we go.
See if there's anything interesting in here. Oh. Do.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Since
Well, there you
they're
go.
not your
Wake
enemy,
up.
they are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
Yeah, the railroad fights the
Oh, I
Institute.
gotta find some
But
work.
they want to save
Anyway.
cents. How fucked up is that?
Got it.
Yeah, if dog meat wasn't my pack mule. Suppose we could start using those gather beacons, though.
Let's do it.
I mean, it's kind of what they're for. still gonna be happy when I meet Curie. True. Then again, technically Curie wouldn't be a synth. She's not gonna be happy when I meet Valentine.
Friend Scabba.
Jesus.
I'm saving up to start an orphanage. There's a lot of lost children in the Commonwealth. They need our help. I love working with kids. We're the past, they're the future.
Where there's a crater, there's ferals or crazy atom lovers. Can't think of anyone else that could stand it. Oh, aliens maybe.
Beer and my slippers after the shit. That's all I need.
They're He's not out here yet. Yeah, lovely day in Diamond City. Doesn't McDonough usually do his speech out here? I was saying to talk to Piper. There's Vault 81. Okay.
Hey, swata can hit. Boom.
Oh, we need. Well, we still need to talk to Piper, and then we need to.
Who needs a haircut?
Shit.
Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Read the public and be prepared.
Hey, Piper.
Piper.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish out of water look, dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
God, you can hear the wind outside. Piping hot Piper.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
Cold. Very cold. Just mean 1,000 guinea pigs, they turn carnivorous.
It was just me and 1,000 guinea pigs. They turned carnivorous.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go with the satirical approach to this article. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
Business partners. Did I see the roadmap to Fallout? Oh yeah, I saw the roadmap to Fallout 76. I'm interested in the one that they talk about for Fall. What is it? The one for Fall? Well, they talk about the private servers. I imagine it's not going to be anything I get into, but...
I lost family, okay? I'm trying to get one of them back.
What's their name, Blue? Who are they?
My baby, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
Always like asking this every single time.
The Institute? Who are they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
Private servers actually make you want to play the game? I imagine it's not going to be like the private servers. It's going to be sort of like what they have now. Because they have private servers now, but you have to have Fallout first. And it's just like, basically, you can have the world... It's still like hosted by them, sort of thing. But then it's just like you and friends. It can be you guys only, and that's kind of it. Now, it'd be nice if you could have private worlds. That'd be amazing, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're ever gonna do that.
Hello? Anyone home?
Looking forward to next one with the loadouts. I mean, I know why, because how would you, it would be a trick to like manage that kind of thing versus with their online, you know, how do you divide it up? But I can see the problems with making legit private servers. But yeah, it's a bit annoying that you can't.
They make synthetic people?
That's right. There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles, and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human. So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents?
Sure sounds like they might be.
Not even a baby is safe from them. And people wonder why I can't just look the other way. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
Find who's responsible, and make them pay. Simple as that.
I'll take anger over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next.
I'm gonna have to bring her with me at some point because she has her own quest, but we've also got Heather, so. The only thing you wanted was mods to the private server. They said they would give up private servers, and they said that they would give up private servers, and they gave up a steaming pile of crap. And they said they would give up mods. And here's another year with no mods. Oh, not give up. Yeah, I see. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they always said that, like, mods are kind of on the table, but it's... like, again, it comes to be one of those things where I understand the technical issues behind it. But, I mean, you could technically do it if...
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Give up doesn't sound quite right. I think it's probably a speech-to-text thing.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know... if you need anything proofread.
Or autocorrects, yeah. I mean, the only way you could...
It's hidden forever.
God damn it, Piper, shut up! I'm trying to fucking talk here. Like, the only way you could legit do, like, private servers with Fallout 76 and have mods... Piper, don't you do it. The only way you could do it was you would have to be able to separate the characters and make sure that the characters you make on private and modded servers cannot be injected into the online game. That's the only way you could do it, and I'm sure you'd have to have stuff to overcome to make it so you couldn't even do that. Because then you end up with things like, you know, Rockstar's always had problems with, you know, their GTA Online and their Red Dead Online, you know, stuff like that, where you have to make sure that people aren't going to just, you know, run rampant hacking. I mean, there is already hacking in Fallout 76. It's not horrible from what I've ever seen, but it does happen. Can I have this?
That's in better shape than I expected.
So yeah, I mean, I can see the issues with it, but yeah. It's one of those things that I have just kind of given up on. Like, it's a thing I'm always hopeful for, but hacking is super bad. People keep getting in a test room, get good gear to sell it online. I mean, I've played 76 on and off. I've not experienced super bad hacking. But I've actually seen people selling weapons on eBay before. Just see if it pings any. We've read these like 100 times. There's a way of getting into the test room through glitches and stuff. Eh. It happens, but I mean, like, it's really hard to find it's hard to find an online game that doesn't have that problem. I mean, God, the people that love GTA Online and Red Dead Online, and that game is just fucking insane. That game is so insane with hacking, and Rockstar doesn't even give two shits about it.
I'm ready. Show me what you've got.
But yeah. Because I like Fallout 76 well enough. I like what Fallout 4 can do. Like, the play that I'm having right now is what I want. You know, to pick up the junk, make cool stuff, all that. You know, when I want to play a story, I'll play Fallout 76. They'd rather ban somebody than accidentally sends an invitation to the Ansar server to race. That's what happened to you. You got banned for 3 months for that. And 10 minutes of playing and you never went back. Yeah, there was a thing where hackers would just send people money. And the people that received the money outside of their control would get banned. Not the hacker, the people that actually got the money. Like, they had no control if they received it or not. It's like, oh, hey, there's $1 billion in my account, and a band. You know.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me?
I thought there was a mag around here. Must be. Oh well. I thought there was. Oh, now it's Radstorm. The only reason I never went back to GTA Online was because every fucking mission was a 4-player mission. Like, all of them. And I mean, you could try it single player, but you weren't gonna win. And that's what I hated. It was just like, yeah, if you wanted to do any of the mission stuff, it had to be 4-player or nothing. They never made a single fucking 1-player mission. I think they made one that you could do single player or with like less than 4. But it was still hard as fucking nails and it was just dumb. Yeah, and the stuff you could do single player was like the junk. Like it's like Radiant quests and Skyrim, you know, it's just the stuff you do repeatedly and it's not fun and it's I fucking hated it. And that's why I just
protection for sale. Hand tooled.
It's why I
dyed my eyeballs bright blue.
It's why I stopped
I was
playing.
Trying to make an eye infection cure with Nuka-Cola Quantum. Everyone
Because
thought
there was
I
just,
zen.
unless I wanted to do races, there was nothing else to do in GTA.
Hi.
Oh, hi. There.
Played 76 yesterday and they made some good changes to the Pip-Boy that helps a lot. They've recently picked up lists. Have a recently picked up list now. Yeah, the UI in GTA also sucks. Yeah, I hated the UI in GTA. I did figure out that thing where you could get yourself a private server. Not like the RP stuff, but like you could get yourself a server where it was just you and whoever you invite. That was always nice.
Travis.
I don't, okay. I usually don't. This is why. This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So,
Wait a second. Sorry. I think... Sorry. Flim climbed to the top of its cage. I just now noticed this. I'll have to keep an eye on him.
hey, I mean...
Like he was actually
Hi.
on top. He does that all the time.
Again,
He doesn't usually do it during
Hi.
the day, though. He usually does it at night.
Hi.
We've got a blanket covering the cage, and he's under the blanket. So he's between the top of the cage and the blanket that covers it, and he's doing push-ups. So you can see everything that's sitting on top of the cage just fucking rocking all over the place. I wish I could show it to you guys, but he does that though. He likes to go up there. He likes to go up there to sleep. Because we've got a little pouch up there that he'll go climb in and sleep for several hours. Or he'll just go up there to explore. Yeah. He's sneaky too. I didn't see him climb up. I almost never see him climb up. I'm hidden, but no, detected. Got it.
Shan, what have I told you about keeping the lake clean? Don't make me shut down this little stand of yours.
Every drop of water that comes out of that filter is 100% pure. Why is a legitimate businessman like myself always gotta be hassled by city regulation, huh?
It's a health hazard, Shang.
It's a profit hazard is what I say. I manage the water, and I'll do it without your interference, thank you very much.
See, this kid is the reason why government regulations are actually good. That's why you don't privatize your water.
Fresh water market. Oh, hey there. Purified water. You won't find this out on the Commonwealth.
You by yourself out here?
That's right. Been on my own since I was 8. I'm a fully independent man. Got my own place. Go to night classes. The whole shebang. Now, how about I get you a bottle of water, huh?
Anything I can do to help out?
Ah, the industrious type. Wanna help me clean out the water supply? You won't believe the junk people throw in there. Overloads the filters.
Depends. What's this worth to you?
Job's 100 caps. But I like you. 125.
What kind of stuff is down there?
You're looking for big things. Anything around the size of a book, usually.
I'm on it.
Just don't drown. Well, never pull your garbage out of there.
Kid, you could easily become a super mutant snack. Looks like a little mini Lex Luthor. Just save it. Or getting radiated because of the... Oh.
I can't swim for shit. Don't wait for me. You'd think little settlements would band together, you know? There's safety in numbers.
Didn't even see that.
I'm ready. Show me what you've got.
What the hell am I carrying that I keep getting? A lot of these are outfits. Neither can't carry anymore. Okay. Everyone's full of stuff. We're gonna have to go back to camp.
Water! Get your fresh water. Look how clean the water is now. Good job. Here's your pay. Now, how about you pick up some bottles for the road?
Shang, why was there a skull in the water?
So maybe you weren't the first person I asked. Maybe the last guy found an unstable hand grenade. Hey, once the filters do their job, it's all water under the bridge. Am I right? Anyway, eat some water?
Don't need anything today.
You're lost, jackass.
Fun fact, I do have the mod installed where I can kill children. Just remember that, Shin. Okay.
Buy and sell everything to everyone, except Sims.
I guess we can hit this up. Wait. We gotta go back to base anyway.
Just an ordinary piece of wood. A swatter is a custom-made piece of genuine hickory.
The latest hairstyles from the upper stand.
Is the Institute spying on your home? Read the public to find out.
It always puts a full one in there. Put that one in. I haven't actually finished exploring, but I'm getting loaded down, so we'll travel to the co-op. Recycling's still happening. Hey, dog meat, come here. Come here. Come here.
Hey.
Where did you even? Be hilarious if we could actually use the sniper rifle. Oh, Heather, while you're here.
Let's do it.
Damn. I can actually carry all of that. We need to get this place fixed up. Bit jammed up there. I think we can toss most everything in. This is quest, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Clothes hangers. Can't take this power armor off. Dog meat, come here.
Hey.
Take those. Yep. Maybe let's work on this place a little bit. Yeah, I need to... This place was kind of set up just to get the recycle factory going. Look at all this stuff. Some stuff fell off. Okay, let's see. I don't think it's this one, is it? No. This is just called floor. I think it's warehouse. The warehouse? No. It's a warehouse, yeah. And I'm out of concrete. Damn it. Moon looks around, calls dog meat to her, and quietly tosses dog meat in a box and locks it. Actual legit dog meat. So we might have concrete coming down the line. I don't know yet. Let's see. That. Quit falling off of there. We can recycle meat. That is a future option. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of this. Just gonna get rid of these roof bits. Get rid of that door. Can I select that? That is all one piece. I have to figure out how I'm gonna... Speaking of concrete. It was a stolen pillow. Playing with ARC controls. Let's see. Now we could do the half and like the roof just raise up from here. Probably do that. They're all backwards, aren't they? No. Because those don't have snap points. Actually, question is, which way are we gonna have the roof go? I guess the original was going... Do have a lot of glass. Kidding me? You don't snap to those? I have a flat glass roof, I guess. Oh, that's got like an overhang. Oh, that's why you can't snap them together. The roof's got to be up a little higher. Fine, we'll have to... go higher. the hell did this get over here? Yay, I leveled up.
Bad steaks are as tame as ramen if you don't get too close. Good eating, too.
Brooms don't like going across this belt. They cause some problems. Okay, let's see. Still can't push science any further. Can't push hacking. Get blacksmith. Old jam happening there. I just love the recycle factory. I wonder if I can build any more floors. No, yeah, I got a bit of concrete. Good. Hey, there we go. Now, let's see. Figure. Looks like it's done. So it's got 2 more to go. I'm gonna get some lights. I gotta get the roofs on first. We'll get those lights. So none of these don't have an overhang on them, which is a bit annoying. It's actually snapping to the roof because there's no snap points on those walls right there. So I'm having to snap them to the roof. Since that's part of the prefab. I'm gonna have to get rid of that door, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. 'Cause that's all one unit right there. Put that there. Those doors might still work. God, stop doing that, dog meat. Stop licking your chops. God. So I think we'll just move those up, right? Are those like... They look like they're snapping up above. Change up the wall here. Okay. Gotta get this back wall in. Let's see, we'll put a doorway right here. Do like on the other side, so we'll have a big old warehouse door. Oh, there's those pieces. Those would have been better. Where's the... There. There we go. Alright, now we can start getting power in here. Let's see, we've got that one. This is what's called a thick pass through, but that's weird. Might not be able to do it with that wall piece there. Is it you causing it? Tab. Come on. There we go. Is that actually connected? Yeah, that opened up, so that's connected. No idea what I'm scrapping there. I think it's that light. Might have to do the extra selection thing. Okay, so we don't need this power routed through the floor. That one's, yeah, that one's routing up through the ceiling. I think it needs to connect to that first before it connects to that, because I've had issues with that. Or... Okay. Should be able to scrap that. That's already hooked up through the connection. That's already powered through that, I think. That's already powered. Okay. So everything up here is now powered. We just need lights. Be a good light. Maybe this, maybe. We can also check in Homemaker. So that almost looks okay. I don't think it's on though. Is it on? I think it is on actually. Can't tell. I'll move it over here. Okay. We might have to do this at night, because I can't tell if it's on. We're getting some good stuff though. Yeah. Guess we'll have to come back at night. Cause yeah, I can't tell if the lights are on. Alright.
Fucking muties. Traveling horror show is what they are. It's hard to believe they were once people, like me and you.
I am noticing around here, I am getting sub 60 frames, like what I'm transmitting to the stream. So this seems like a kind of a persistent issue that's happening. I'm not dropping frames, I'm just transmitting less than 60 frames. So I've gone back to OBS Studio because I wanted to see if maybe Streamlabs OBS was the problem, but by the looks of it, it's not. It's back up to 60, but when I get up here, I think it drops below 60. No. Fine for the time being, it seems like. Oh no, it gets a bit weird. Anyway. That's somehow sunk in.
Heads up.
Let me hold on to those. Got 2 recon piercing crossbows. This one's actually better. Hey, when you have issues, yeah, I can't figure it out because, like, yeah, when last time we were playing this, the frames, OBS just started lowering the FPS, and I did drop a few frames, it says, but I was using Streamlabs OBS, and I thought, well, I'll switch back to OBS Studio, which I haven't used in like a year, so I had to do a bunch of transferring, but but yeah, I noticed back when I was at that place that it was sending less than 60. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's tactical crossbow. I'll put that away. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I don't know why, because it's not the game. Like, I mean, the game is obviously affecting it, but the game's not running slower. So that's what I can't figure out. And from what I can figure out as well, it's not a CPU issue either. Because I've got plenty that, you know, my CPU is not running too heavy. Now see, wait, now I'm getting... OBS is dropping frames now. And I'm just sitting here in an inventory. And now it stopped. I don't know, it's weird. Doesn't make sense why it does that. And it seems to be like when I'm in menus and stuff, that's when it really kicks in. Hang on, if I do that. Seem to be okay. Everything's alright. No frames dropping. Going to my Pip-Boy. CPU gains a little extra usage, but everything's okay. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe next time I'll swap it to, I don't actually know which would be heavier. Because we could try swapping the rendering to have the GPU do it, but I don't know. I'll have to run tests with it. This is the only game that this has really happened with, so that's the strangeness of it. Everything seems fine now. It's running 60 frames, no frame drops, so I don't know. It's very weird. So I had these two crossbows that were, yeah, no, wait. This one's, this one has higher accuracy, but better everything else. But if I go into this, I think it's CPU usage goes up a bit. And I think if I just hang here doing this, might start to drop. I don't know. CPU's down now. I don't know. Weird effects. I don't know what the cause is. And you can see up in my left-hand corner up there what my frames per second is in game. So that's just what makes it a bit weird. Sort of miscellaneous, isn't it? Yeah, now it just dropped below 60. Didn't drop any frames, but I'm not broadcasting at 60 now. It's like 46 frames a second. But the game's running at 60 and 80. Now it's back up to 60. It's definitely something to do with the frames per second, though, because I notice when the in-game frames per second do drop a bit, that's when OBS seems to drop even more. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Let me know if it becomes like a serious problem though, because I will do my best to try to fix it. It's one of those annoyances as well that I'm like, I gotta figure this out, because may not have been a problem before, but it could become a problem. You have to scratch your eyes out every time it drops below 58.1. No, I know. I know. Wait, this stuff is... That's not better. Yeah, it's a weird problem I gotta figure out. Like right now, 40... Yeah, ooh, wait, oh. OBS showed me some red there for a second. Now it's fine. Oh no. 58 FPS and not 60 unfollow. We'll just take it back down to... What is it? The old days of like doing 30 FPS. Widow Jane, 8-year bourbon. Oh, because I could put it there. Oh well. What else am I carrying? What is... Probably these mines. Didn't help. I'll put that up. I like the plasma pistol. Don't have a lot of ammo for it yet. Put that away. Okay. Hey, look, she uses the bar. We won't do any work on the base right now. Go back to Diamond City, because I didn't actually finish at Diamond City. But we need to go back there that way anyway. I mean, it's like here, the frame rate is actually bad in-game,
Sure about this?
but what I'm streaming is fine.
Not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Hey, Edna.
You helped me make a very big decision. Thank you. I think I know what this love is now.
I haven't seen the propaganda films of don't date robots. But yeah, like, the frame rate is pretty bad right around here, but OBS is fine. So that's what... That's like I say, what I don't understand about this whole thing.
Another glass of wine, Wellingham.
Ever seen a Meyer lurk? Think a crab cross with the tank.
This is what I like about you, Wellingham. You know what you are. Not trying to be anything other than helpful. Not like those people down there. Lower field workers always want what they haven't earned.
Oh, an astute observation, sir. Let me just freshen your glass again.
Thank you, Wellingham.
I may have been programmed to serve, but in your case, I shall do so disdainfully. Let me know when you're ready to order.
There a problem?
No problem at all. My programming dictates that I serve all customers in the Colonial Tap House, even those that obviously don't belong. Just know that my sensors indicate that you have dangerously low levels of class for this establishment.
Well, I'm rock bottom, really.
Gonna pass.
Glad to see you know your place.
Might have to kill him, though. Just saying. That other guy, hi.
Hi. Hey there, gorgeous. Know any place that needs livening up? Because I could use the work.
Sorry, not today.
Not today.
Although, might send you back to my settlement.
Come on, Darcy, let's go.
Take it easy. I don't think she wants to leave just yet.
Hey, this is between me and my wife. Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always have to make a scene? Pour me another drink, Henry.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home. Later.
I can't believe you'd do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of
Yeah,
here.
broadcasting frames are
before
dropping
you
now.
Do something stupid.
You son of a bitch.
Don't hurt him, Henry.
You're gonna get his shit kicked in.
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
Why, hello there. So lovely to see more.
Yeah,
young
47
people up here in
frames
this town.
OBS,
We're
but
all so
in-game I'm at over 100. So there's no correlation why it happens. Why is everyone busy?
Hey there.
Sorry I had to see that. Things are usually a lot quieter around here. Perfect place to drink, if you're buying.
What was that argument about?
Nothing much. You see, Darcy here likes to relax and enjoy life from time to time, and her husband Paul doesn't. He's not a bad guy, really. Just a little uptight. Too bad he can't learn to relax, huh, Darcy?
Shut up. I don't come here to talk about Paul. You there. I haven't seen you in here before. Why don't you make yourself useful and buy me a drink or something?
If you insist. Set her up with another drink, Cook.
You heard the lady, Henry. Give me more of what I like.
Let's see if I can remember. Now, can I get you something to drink?
So, is this your place?
That's right. Owner, bartender, sympathetic ear. I try to provide a little oasis from the hardships of life. Name's Cook, by the way. Henry Cook. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Not today.
Let me know if that changes.
Get I'm over here. Yeah, I'll have to run some tests on this. Cause yeah, I'm running at 100 frames a second in game, but OBS is like chugging around 48 and 50. So, but yet processing is fine. That's the other weird thing that doesn't make sense. Is the processing is fine. It's not going yellow or red or anything. I'm not dropping frames. So yeah, I don't get it.
Hey, don't be shy. Sit down and have a drink.
So it's not the CPU overloading. It's a VSync issue. The screen is going twice as fast as OBS. Maybe? I could potentially limit the frames. Although there is, in my settlement, when it does drop below, I don't know. It's weird because like in my settlement, it does drop below 60 in game, and so does OBS. So I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't know if I can set a VSync. I think I have to do that outside of game. Yeah. I can mess with it. I'll figure something out. Yeah, see, now I'm 30 in-game frames, and OBS is chugging at 60. But yeah, if I go back to my settlement, it'll drop below, and also be below 60, so. Streaming fun. When you encounter an issue you've never encountered in your life. Now I'm chugging at 100 frames, and I'm streaming at 100. Or streaming at 60, so. I just don't know.
Mayor's in no mood to talk about any of this synth nonsense. Unless you're looking for a housing permit, I can't help you.
I'm looking for work.
Mercenary type? We usually have a few open bounties. Just check the wanted posters in the market.
Now we drop below 60. And we're at 90 frames in game. And now we're okay. I don't even fucking know.
Let's hear about the permit.
I'll stop talking about it for now.
It's in the center of town, right near the market. You can do whatever you like with the interior, and all the tools you need to make your own furnishings are provided at no extra charge.
It could be very well that Fallout just doesn't like my monitor, because it didn't like it to begin with. Wiggler's calling me out. I said I'd stop talking about it. 2,000 caps.
Tell me more about this house.
The previous owner bought an adjacent warehouse and knocked down a few walls, so it's bigger than most. And he left behind his old tools, so you'll have everything you need to modify the inside however you see fit.
Let me think it over.
Take all the time you need.
I'll probably come back and get it.
Officer.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Mayor McDonough.
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me.
Hello?
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to.
Tell you what, while you attend to your matters. And dog meat ruins my life yet again. Is this his room? It's got a lot of telephones. I want to check his terminal, but can't while he's standing there.
Need something, honey? Housing permit?
Mo and Myrna used to be an item, but they broke up. Mo couldn't stop talking about his swatter to all the other girls.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? Vault dweller with 1,000 guinea pigs? What kind of twisted experiment was that?
What do you mean experiment? Was it no experiment? Well, I can just go in apparently. Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Codman.
You're bothering me again?
I'm trying.
You're in my way. You're still here?
How? How do you... How? Oh, hi.
Hey there.
Oh, I don't object to you outsiders coming up here, but must you insist on speaking to me?
Absolutely. What, I can just have these?
Excuse me.
Are you lost?
How do you even have this up here? Does that physically even work? Like how most people don't like Piper, but they believe she puts the paper. Yeah. Yeah, she puts out the paper, but yet... And everyone will read it and believe it, but yet they don't like Piper. It's weird. Oh, yeah, I got the mod where you can see like more stuff in the background out there. Can I actually get out there? So like the stands aren't actually empty. They've actually got people living in the stands.
Hey, I think those Bow brothers are looking for you.
Are they? Okay. Yeah, I think I... Chained. They're all chained. Laundry.
Hey, you're that vault dweller from the paper.
Yeah. That's me.
Hey.
Yeah?
If you don't live here, you ain't nobody. Got it?
I ain't nobody if I don't live here.
Oh no. Whatever it is, keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Better that way.
No, that's fine. All this, I'm keeping it to myself. You guys don't need any of this. It's all mine.
Look, just leave me alone.
sounds good. How you doing?
Just stop, okay? We got our own problems.
That's creepy. Computer that doesn't work, is that your problem? Some JoJo poses. Oh man, we need these.
The way I see it, the more Minutemen we have in the Commonwealth, the fewer Raiders we have in the Commonwealth. It's a good deal.
Don't talk to me. Might attract someone's attention.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hey.
What? I'm busy.
Yeah? Apparently I can take all of this. Oh my god. I can just have this. That's a bit too much. Did you steal second base? What the hell? Yeah, we don't mean. Yeah, so there's a mod that lets people actually live up in the stands, and I guess nothing is marked as stealing. Good to know. Just gonna walk in all these residences and steal everything they own.
I ain't a tour guide.
No, you don't need to be. I'm just, coming and taking all your stuff. Don't worry about it. Here, let me just get in here. Thank you. Alright, have a good one. Surprisingly, it's not breaking and entering if I get this open. Oh.
Nice. Hey there.
Huh. I want this statue. It doesn't even have a voice. I want these objects. Holy shit. Oh my god. He's got the whole spacesuit. You know what? I'll let you keep the ponies. I want those models that he's got. How you doing?
Excuse me.
Just buy or sell whatever you need and get lost.
Okay. Was that just nicked from your safe? Alright, bye.
Whatever you're gonna ask, I don't know anything.
Wait. Nothing in here. Oh, that's stealing. Why is that stealing? I don't want the glasses, I want the book. Guess I can't. Are these yours? Steal cat bowl. Well, it's just a cat house.
Nice pip, boy.
Thanks.
Oh. Got a reason for bothering me? Get lost.
Kinda. Where do you live? That's chained. Can't get in there. That's the laundry. All right. How you doing?
Hey, no shame in taking the occasional chem. Solomon can hook you up.
Just like I'm coming into all these houses. Nothing is marked as stealing.
Yeah?
Don't worry about it. Like most of the stuff is empty. Whoa! Heather, where'd you come from? Alright, is there any like weird residences around here like the alien dude? Any that are like locked or anything? Yeah, here we go.
Sweet.
If they don't attack, I won't either. I guess this is one of the weird houses. A motorcycle up here. Oh, I can't even talk to you. Oh, there's... Oh. Actually invisible walled here.
Useless.
Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna go in all of those. It's a bit much. Chicken. Alright, one last place to visit, and then I'm gonna call it, because I gotta go. You alright?
What's happened to you? Are you sick?
I wasn't sick, I was pregnant. That's why I went to see the doc. A month ago, I was taken by a raider gang, and my family paid the ransom.
Oh, she was the one talking to the doctor.
That's how it happened.
That's awful.
It was. Even now, I can't stop thinking, why me? But I don't have an answer. I don't even feel like a person anymore.
What's Heather doing back there?
I don't think I can go back to the farm. I need to find somewhere new. Start fresh.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter, huh? Be careful there. The mayor's got it in for her.
We're always open.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever.
Yeah, they're going.
Something
His
wrong?
ties. Oh, Nick. Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You don't get it. The detective, he's gone. Missing.
Picture on milk carton time?
If only it was that simple, right? Nick disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
Okay.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Leaving out the most important detail there. Yeah, the hat and trench coat are the most identifiable parts about him.
Nice.
They buried the lead there, lady. Alright. So we got some stuff to do. Where am I?
Diamond City Surplus. Open 24 hours.
Let's go talk to him. We haven't talked to him yet.
Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
Let me think it over.
We're always open if you need us.
Yeah, just she buried the lead just a wee bit. About who Nick is. What is my stats with her anyway? Hey.
Can I do something for you?
What's on your mind?
This is working for me. I like traveling with you.
Works for me.
Turns out you're the best kind of partner. I'm still alive. I've got no new scars, and you never whine. It's perfect. And fun. I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
I was hoping for more than a pat on the back.
So, more like a pat on the butt. Maybe next time.
Damn.
I've done some shifting around, so I can carry more stuff for you. Probably 25 pounds or so.
Nice.
And I'm going to increase your discount. Seems like the right thing to do. I probably shouldn't price gouge a friend.
Nice. So she can carry more now. We're gonna have to bring the companions with us though, because they have quests, and we want to do their quests as well. So there's gonna be times we have to leave Heather behind, I suppose. Unless we can, I don't know. Might be a way we can insta grab their quests or something. Alright, so we gotta head to Vault 81. That's where we gotta go for some settlements. But I can't save like that. But that's where we're gonna end it for now, because I gotta go. So there we go. So yeah, it's interesting to know that my issues with the streaming frames is not related to Streamlabs OBS. It just seems to be a universal thing. Not sure what that's about. I'm going to try to figure it out. But yeah, hopefully everything else was fine. Yeah, I've swapped back to OBS Studio, which I haven't used in like a year or so. I had to like go back and fiddle with a bunch of stuff. Make sure everything, the settings were right. Make sure all the stuff I had added to Streamlabs OBS was now added back to OBS. So yeah, hopefully everything turned out okay. Otherwise, I'll be back. Don't know if I'll be back tomorrow since what? Today? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. I might be. Otherwise, definitely be back on Thursday. We'll most likely continue playing Fallout. Because I'm enjoying hopping back into Fallout again. We took a couple days break of it. To play that other game, which was good because I was kind of feeling a little bit low on Fallout, and then it's like, no, I'm feeling Fallout again. So it was good to have a little bit of a break in there. So yeah, that'll be the plan. So yeah, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll see you guys on Thursday. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a good one, and yeah, we'll pick up Fallout next time. So have a great one. Good afternoon and evening, and I'll see you guys next time.